Chapter 1 examined philosophers who sought some reason or other behind the world's appearances that would explain or redeem or justify our experience. Whether they sought to show that the world could be accepted or that it could be changed can make all the difference in the world. My interest in dividing them was not worldly but metaphysical. To underline the differences between those philosophers in Chapter 1 who insist that reality is not what it seems, and those in Chapter 2 who insist that it is. The problem with appearances is not that they are flimsy, but that they are unyielding, indeed often inexorable. The drive to metaphysics is a drive to find a real order behind the apparent one, in which all the things we long for, the good and the true and the beautiful, will be connected and revealed. So described, this may be a project only Plato would admit to undertaking. But one needn't get stuck on the cave metaphor. Above all, it's meant to teach us that our vision is blurred. What we see is not quite right in both senses of the word. Philosophy begins with the demand that truth and goodness coincide. Leibniz held the right to consist in an order existing behind the appearances that only God, at the moment, knows how to decode. Marx held the right to consist in an order that humankind could establish only after it stops looking for signs of an order created by someone else. In practice, the difference between them could not be greater. In metaphysics, they were closer than they seem, for each denied that appearances are final. Whether they placed it in heaven or in history, each believed there was another court of appeal. The alternative is the demand to stay with appearances, as Schopenhauer put it, to let the world itself be tribunal of the world. Its judgment could scarcely be bleaker. Those who insisted on remaining with that judgment could be as different as those who didn't. Voltaire's rejection of attempts to reconcile us to the world by appealing to providence was clearly motivated by solidarity with the victims. For him, to defend God is to betray justice. Sade reveled in betrayal. Whereas descriptions of the awfulness of appearance had normative thrust, he wished to provide us with role models. The search for reasons to explain appearances to us or reconcile us with appearances can be refused on many grounds. The thinkers considered in Chapter 2 rejected every form of mediation. Facing the world honestly meant facing it raw. Experience is just what it seems. Dividing thinkers into those who search for reasons independent of experience and those who refuse to do so ignores many important distinctions between them, as does the more traditional division of philosophers into rationalists and empiricists. Neither division makes any sense of Nietzsche, which is surely one reason why so many historians of philosophy left him alone for so long. As he predicted, his stature increased with time. Reading his work as centered on epistemology would require interpretive contortions too daunting to be tried very often. The question of whether he's rationalist or empiricist thus spares itself. But fitting him into the schema I've sketched is still more problematic. Nobody was more vehement in denying the existence of an order behind appearances or in denouncing the attempt to find one as a denial of life. Yet nobody struggled harder against passively accepting appearances, nor warned more actively against nihilism.